They say that the most beautiful phase of life is college life. But it is also true that in this phase, a person builds their real identity. And sometimes, one small decision changes the direction of the whole life. This is the story of Areeba. Areeba was a simple, decent, and sensible girl. Her family was both religious and educated. Since childhood, she was taught that seeking knowledge is ibadat, but protecting your modesty and faith is even more important. When Areeba joined college, her life reached a new turning point. New environment, new people, new trends. The first day of college was exciting for her, but also a little scary. Wearing a simple suit with a light dupatta on her head, she entered through the college gate. There was a rush of students everywhere. Some were laughing, some were taking selfies, some were busy in groups. Areeba softly said, "Bismillah," and walked inside. There was only one prayer in her heart. Ya Allah, keep me in your protection in this place too. As soon as she entered the classroom, Areeba quietly took a seat near the last bench. After a while, a girl came and sat next to her. "Hi, I'm Zara." Areeba replied with a soft smile. "I'm Areeba." Zara was completely different from Areeba. Confident, bold, fashionable. "Are you new?" Zara asked. "Yes." "Don't worry, I'm here. I'll help you." Zara laughed as she said this. Areeba liked her words. She thanked Allah in her heart. The days passed. Areeba and Zara's friendship grew. But slowly, Areeba started feeling that Zara's lifestyle was very different from hers. Zara used to bunk classes, hang out with friends, and often said, "Yar Areeba, enjoy life. Why are you so serious?" Areeba just smiled, but inside her heart, a small conflict had started. Zara made a slight face. "You are so boring." These words hit Areeba straight in the heart. That night, Areeba opened her diary and wrote,
"Grant me strength."
"Ya Allah, am I wrong? Am I really boring? Or am I on the right path?" Tears filled her eyes. She did wuzu and offered 2 rakats of nafil prayer. Then, in sajda, she broke down crying. "Ya Allah, give me the ability to understand right and wrong, and never let me go away from your path." The next day, there was a different scene in class. Zara and her friends were laughing about something, and when Areeba entered, they looked at her with a slight smile. But that smile was not real. Areeba felt everything, but said nothing. She quietly sat on her seat. Days kept passing, and inside Areeba, a battle continued. On one side, friendship. On the other side, her principles. On one side, worldly happiness. On the other, Allah's pleasure. Then one day, an Islamic lecture was arranged in college. The speaker said, "College life is the time when Shaitan tries the most to misguide a person. But the one who protects their faith in this phase wins both this world and the hereafter." She felt like this message was only for her. After that day, Areeba made a decision that was going to change her life. She said in her heart, "I can never make my Lord unhappy, even if I have to be alone." The next day, Zara came to her again. "Areeba, we're going to the cafe again today. Are you coming?" This time, Areeba smiled softly and said, "Zara, I really like your friendship, but I can't leave my principles. Zara asked in surprise, "What kind of principles?" Areeba replied gently, "I can't ignore my studies, and I want to stay away from environments that take me away from Allah." Zara stayed silent for a few moments, then smiled slightly and said, "You are very different, Areeba." And she walked away. After that day, Zara slowly started distancing herself from Areeba. She no longer sat with her in class, ignored her during breaks. This was not easy for Areeba. Sometimes she sat alone and thought, "Did I do the right thing?" But then she remembered her prayer, and her heart became strong again. One day, Areeba was sitting in the library. A girl came to her. "Assalamu alaikum. I'm Hiba." Areeba smiled and replied, "Wa alaikum assalam." Hiba's personality was very soft and decent. Her dupatta was properly covered too. "I see you every day. You are very focused and different." Hiba said, "If you want, we can study together." Areeba felt a strange happiness in her heart. She felt that Allah had sent a reward for her loneliness. Days passed. Areeba and Hiba's friendship grew. They studied together, took care of their prayers, and motivated each other. Now Areeba felt peace in her heart. But the story doesn't end here. One day, Zara was sitting in class, looking very upset. That confidence was no longer on her face. Areeba saw her, and her heart melted. During break, she went to Zara. "Zara, is everything okay?" Tears filled Zara's eyes. "Nothing is okay." Areeba got worried. "What happened?" Zara said softly, "My studies have become very weak. I'm failing in tests, and my family is very upset." Areeba said kindly, "Zara, if you want, I can help you." Zara looked at her in surprise. "You will help me?" Areeba smiled. "Friendship is not only for good times." After that day, Areeba started teaching Zara. Step by step, with love, with patience. Slowly, Zara's performance started improving. One day, Zara said, "Areeba, I want to tell you something." Areeba asked, "What?" Areeba asked, "What?" Tears came into Zara's eyes. "You were right. I treated life as just fun, but actually, I was ruining my future." Areeba listened quietly. Zara said, "I want to become like you, simple, focused, and close to Allah." Hearing this, Areeba smiled. That day, not only Zara changed, but Areeba's life also changed. She understood that when a person leaves something for Allah, Allah gives them something better in return. If a person protects their faith in this phase, they win both this world and the hereafter. And remember, Allah never wastes a sincere intention.